What a start for Erling Haaland and Manchester City. A lovely 2-0 win against West Ham. It was a game I was actually generally quite worried about, probably because of the 2-2 draw at the end of last season. But it turns out West Ham just could not get near City, who are in second gear. To be fair to West Ham, David Moyes said he had absolutely no idea tactically that we were going to set up like that, so just didn't know how to respond. So that's also good. But anyway, Erling Haaland with 2 goals. I'm not going to lie, was a little bit worried after the Community Shield. I thought the disconnect between our midfield and how we play, usually with a false 9, up to Erling Haaland, was very apparent against Liverpool. But in this game, it was still a little bit apparent. There was at least 3 times before the pass for the penalty where Erling Haaland was pointing and screaming for the ball, screaming for the pass between the line, and never got it. However, this time, okay, the 4th attempt of him screaming, Gundogan plays the ball through and he wins the pen. The speed on that robotic Norwegian meat shield is incredible. I'm buzzing. Now, following on to his second goal, oh my lord, this is what we've been crying out for ages. That wonderful ball through by Kevin De Bruyne to Haaland, which is something we're going to hear a lot of times going forward, is something where I can imagine Sterling or Jesus, however good they were, I would be bricking it. I'd be like, oh my, they're not gonna finish it. They just weren't gonna finish it. Sometimes they might finish it. Haaland is going to finish 9 out of 10 of those instead of, he might finish 10 out of 10 of those type of finishes, and Gabby Jesus and Sterling just simply wouldn't. They'd probably get 5 out of 10. Sterling would boot it at the keeper or just pass it back, or Gabby Jesus would pass it back. But we finally have an insane robot man to kick the ball in the net. The guy after the match was like, oh, I haven't scored for 30 minutes, fuming, should have got 3. Insane. World beater. I was worried he's going to have to do the bed-in, the usual Man City bed-in of an entire year. No. 2 goals in his first game. He scored 3 in his first game at Dortmund. He should have got 3 today. I reckon now, I genuinely reckon, he'll get, I think he'll get the golden boot. I didn't think he'd do it before, but you know what? I think he just based on one good game. He's had one sort of missing game against Liverpool and then one good game. I'm changing my mind. He's getting the golden boot. He's scoring 30 in his first season. No problem. Also, penalty. Oh my God. I always thought it was going to be classic City. It'd be the most City thing for him to get a pen and miss it. But no. Even he can break that curse. A phenomenal penalty. I love it. What a boy. Now, moving on from me knobbing off Haaland so much. Rodri was exceptional. Rodri is so key to how we play. We sat in second gear the whole game because it was 32 degrees and we just passed it around and waited for the perfect ball to Haaland. Rodri was just breaking up play. West Ham had a period of 5 minutes of actually putting some pressure on and getting the crowd up. And that was just because of a lax ball from Gundogan. Rodri lost the ball about once today. He shields the ball well. It's impossible to get it off him, and he just plays it off to someone else. Unreal. Who else was pretty good? Jack Grealish. Now, he wasn't perfect. He wasn't amazing. He's still got a lot to improve, but he's improved massively in confidence-wise from the previous season. I've seen a meme about it on TikTok. He sort of runs down the line and then turns around and passes it back. He only did that a couple times today, and sometimes you need to do that. He was beating people, right? He was getting in the right spots. He was going down the line properly. It was just so much more actual Jack Grealish. He was getting back as well. Now, he's still got a lot more to offer, okay? The final ball needs to be better, and naturally, sometimes you're going to lose the ball. That's just what, if you're playing on the wing, that's just what you're going to do. But very promising. And that's why he's in my fantasy team. Now, returning to Haaland a little bit, he's not the finished article. He's 22, which is even scarier because he's so good at so many things right now at 22, but he's also got so much to improve. His third goal could have been a header. His header was poor. And a lot of the time he seems to lead with his stronger left foot, then go for something which should probably be a header. He did it in the game in the Community Shield, and he did it at one point today against West Ham. If he gets the heading right, I honestly am terrified how many he will score. because there's quite a lot of opportunities for us to get the ball in the box, quite high up. And at the moment, he keeps leading with his foot and his heading isn't amazing. Apparently before going to Dortmund, it's something he improved on whilst he was at Dortmund. But it's definitely something he can still improve on now. So I am bloody excited for that. West Ham were missing like Craig Dawson, and they just clearly weren't at their best. But they're a much better team than Bournemouth. Bournemouth did win, to be fair. They beat Aston Villa, but Aston Villa are actually probably going to be worse than I thought. Steven Gerrard is not doing well. But it'll be interesting to see how we play against Bournemouth and how brutal Håland can be against what is still a championship defence. I'm looking forward to that. Now, I just want to mention some other very thrilling results for anyone who is anti-Liverpool and anti-United. This guy, Manchester United against Brighton. Oh my God, the first time Brighton have won at Old Trafford in a ridiculous amount of time or something. Pascal Gross, lovely. Stone cold killer. All right, don't celebrate. That's the best celebration. Just a completely dead face. Just, yeah, I did it. And I'll do it again. And he did it again. Ten Hag, welcome. Welcome, you bold fraud. It's not quite like playing against Groningen, is it? United were bad today. And they've put in a bid for Arnautovic. What the shit is going on? It's insane. I love it. They're awful. They're so bad. They've just carried on from where they were. Admittedly, Martial isn't back, but is that going to make much difference? Ten Hag did the right thing by not playing Ronaldo because he left and undermined his authority by leaving early in a pre-season game. They go 2-0 down, half-time. He bottles the decision and he puts Ronaldo on as quickly as humanly possible. Marcus Rashford still can't hit a barn door. Scott McTominay, oh my Jesus, I wouldn't wish him upon my worst enemy. I mean, I actually would. Jesus Christ, he is rough. He is the footballing equivalent of a terrorist. Now, another interesting result from the weekend was Fulham 2, Liverpool 2. Mitro is on fire. 2 goals already. If I'm basing this on how I base it on Haaland, Mitrovic is going to get the golden boot. No. But Fulham this time that they've come up, they're seemingly actually playing to Mitrovic's strengths. They're actually helping him. Andreas Pereira was getting the ball and looking up and pinging balls and trying to find Mitrovic every single time. Big Mitro. Okay, I did a tweet taking a piss being like, Big Mitro is going to absolutely wipe the smile off Liverpool's fans' faces from the beginning of the season. And surprisingly, he did. But if you're a Liverpool fan, not to worry. Essentially, Klopp didn't really start with the new signings, and then as soon as Núñez came on, oh my God, they scored 2 goals. Núñez looks like the real deal. I don't want him to be the real deal, but he looks like the bloke who just seems to be there at the right time. One of them. So he's going to score a lot of goals. Stop playing Firmino. I mean, for my benefit, keep playing Firmino, but stop playing him because it's like he's playing against the team. It was a pretty funny result, but ultimately, I really don't think it'll mean too much. We lost to Spurs and looked dreadful on the first day of last season, and we still won the league. So, it's fine. If you're a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't be too worried. I'm sure I don't know who you've got next, but you'll probably win that one because you're Liverpool and your standards are incredibly high. I've been your boy Kieran. I hope you enjoyed this little weekend roundup, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!